International airlines are reporting disruptions and suspended flights across Africa after Niger's military junta closed its airspace on Sunday.
This comes after military leaders defied a deadline to return power to the country's ousted president. Now, thousands attended a rally in Niger's capital supporting the junta yesterday. The Economic Community of West Africa states has warned of using military force if the democratically elected president of Niger is not reinstated. The junta has since accused two Central African countries of preparing for an attack.
Joining us now is Cameron Hudson. He's a senior associate for the Africa program at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Thank you for joining us today. So let's start with this. What's behind this strategy to close down the airspace?
Well, clearly the junta authorities in Niger took seriously the threat of military intervention being levied against them by regional states to try to reinstall President Bazoum, the democratically elected president, back into office. And so they sealed off the nation's borders and closed the airspace to prevent against any kind of land or air-based intervention in the country. That adds to a host of other countries in the region, namely Libya and Sudan, which also have closed airspace, which is disrupting commercial travel for a large part of North and East Africa right now.
And if you could, Cameron, just explain, I mean, there have been several coups, and this is a very poor country, one of the poorest in the world with about 25 million people. We've seen the response inside for the coup appears to be mixed. So how do you see that playing out in restoring this democratically elected government that is supported by the West?
Right. Well, I think that's a challenge right now that the West faces. It would be one thing if the people of Niger were unanimous in their condemnation of the coup that took place. But really, they're meeting it with a great deal of ambivalence. The president had a number of enemies in the country, but also I think people are largely upset with the pace of democratic reforms and of economic reforms. You're seeing the country not recovering economically from COVID downturn, from the war in Ukraine. A lot of pressure on this government to show immediate reforms and immediate progress, even with Western backing and assistance. That has been slow to materialize. And then when you couple with that a kind of anti-French sentiment, which has really we've seen pervading West Africa and the number of coups in that region, kind of underlying that grievance from people, it's a very explosive mix right now.
And Cameron, briefly, if you could, we know the Economic Community of Western African States has threatened to use military force if the president is not reinstated. What could that look like?
Well, I think it would be really disastrous for the region, quite frankly. The regional organization is not prepared to undertake that kind of military operation. Many of those countries are already bogged down in a fight against terrorist forces throughout the region. So they are ill-equipped to undertake a kind of hostage rescue situation to reinstall democratic rule in the country. I think the tempers would be much better served if they could engage in a more concerted diplomatic effort. We have not yet seen that kind of engagement yet from the region, however.
All right. We'll continue to keep a close eye on it. Cameron Hudson, thank you.
Thank you.